Hi, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. This is Dr. Surinder. To grow your English language, one tip is going to be given to you. There are many methods to develop your communication skills. Now I'm giving one method for you. So that is that if there is no other person to talk to you in English language, talk to yourself. How to talk to yourself? If you think with yourself, if you think with your mind and everything, you will be talking to yourself. This will become monologue. Dialogue means you will be talking with yourself with other person. If you talk with yourself, it will become monologue. And mono means one. If you talk with language with this one person to one person, you will be talking to yourself. So get this monologue with yourself and speak to yourself. Your mind should cooperate to speak to yourself, and your mind should listen to you. And if you speak in English language with other person, if the other person may disturb you, may not to speak to you, so at the time, until you find the best speaking partner, you must find a best speaking partner. If you don't find best speaking partner because of your language barrier, you are unable to express something, you are having some some anxiety while you speak in English language, you find yourself to speak like that language. Record your voice while you're speaking, and speak to yourself and in your mind. If you speak like that, your mind will correct a lot of sentences. Your mind will get a lot of vocabulary. So remember this vocabulary and develop that communication skills. So continuously learn the language with vocabulary and develop that vocabulary skills with by yourself, and remembering the sentences and reading yourself and speaking to yourself and motivating yourself. Some motivation should come to you. Stay with nature and speak to yourself, because nature grows by itself and you should try to grow by yourself. And if you try to express something to other person, there should be any need. So when you gain the language, second language, English language is not the first language to acquire like that. So English language is second language. If you find other person to speak in English language, there will be some development. If you don't find someone, speak to yourself. We are all growing up with English language. Language makes you a great person. If you don't speak to yourself, you will be missing a wonderful personality in this life. So speak to yourself. You do remembrance, and you do puja, you do remembrance, you do prayer, you do anything, but speak to yourself and speak to God, speak to mind, speak to thoughts, speak to this world, speak to this nature. And there you will find a lot of opportunities to speak to yourself. Many times people will lose this opportunity, but this is the wonderful opportunity, and you will be the teacher to you. When you're talking to you, you will become the teacher to yourself. You will be speaking to you, and at the time, the teacher in you will correct your language, the teacher in you will grow your mind. So talk to yourself, what you are doing, what you are observing, how you are gaining the knowledge, and everything you should observe. And do meditation. Meditation is one of the best pattern for your growth. So develop that, and every time do some exercise. Body needs some exercise, mind needs also some exercise. How to do exercise with mind? So remembrance and talking to yourself and having some methods to be remembered, and everything should be repeated when your mind. So the repetition of mind, the drilling sessions will go on in your mind to develop your communication skills. Never worry for the mistakes of your language. Mistakes are the weapons. When you're talking to yourself, your language will grow your communication skills. So I could find me as the best teacher to me. So I was talking to me once, and nobody was listening to my English language. I was talking to myself, I was correcting my language. Later, when I find one sentence, one ready-made sentence, I use it to repeat the sentences for many times. Like, the dream is not what you see in your sleep, the dream which does not let you sleep. To practice this line, I practice it for 20 times, because I always say this quotation: I never afraid of a person who practices thousand kicks once, but I afraid of a person who practices one kick for thousand times. You should not practice thousand kicks at a time. You should practice one kick for thousand times, said by Bruce Lee. You should follow this and learn that your curiosity, your commitment will grow your English language. Never lose the opportunity, never lose your commitment. Stay connected to your English language. You will be the best person for yourself, and all the very best. My time is up, and I'm going to sign up. And this is Dr. M. Surender, MA English, MSc Psychology, MA Mass Communication Journalism, Net Set PhD. All the very best. Keep speaking to me. Thank you.